Hello, Patricia. Hello, Christy. Snow White. Sweet Sin. Matt. We've got a full moon tonight. It's actually pretty cold. It's down in the lower 30s right now. So I built me a fire. New York upstate, Trixie. I'm curious. I've been poking around in the YouTube settings. And I'm curious to see if this chat will actually post. It didn't post on the last one, but I think it said something about the next live stream, so that would be this one. So I'm wondering if the chat's going to post in it. Yep, we all love Snow White's videos. Sweet Sin. She's a good girl. But today's been uneventful. I haven't been feeling the best today. I did get out. But it's been a crazy day. I actually went out and got to a spot where I found the deer kills last weekend. And started filming with my phone. I was going to do a short video of my new theory, which is I think there's actually 4 deers up there. And then I was going to walk down the holler. I went to get my stuff out of the four-wheeler and forgot that I had set my camera down here before I took off. So I had to come back down and get my big camera. But my whole day just went like that. I don't know if I'm feeling a little ill or what. But hello, digger down under. Temperature right now, it's pretty cold. It's in the lower 30s. Not quite freezing yet, but getting there. I think it's supposed to dip down below 30 tonight. Tomorrow's supposed to be pretty. Hopefully I feel better. I've been stopped up all day today. Yeah, that's what I do too, Patricia. I gotta comment and keep watching. But I found some tracks today. And this is my second stupid thing I've done today. I found some tracks. I probably shouldn't tell myself, but whatever, who cares. I was sitting there filming the tracks, right? And I got into some real leafy spots that would be hard to find tracks. I mean, it's possible, but you really gotta look. Well, I looked down to turn off my camera. Well, I hadn't been recording the whole thing, so there's that. Pretty silly. You like that, do you, Matt? I did good. First I forget my camera, then I forget to hit the record. I don't know, I just haven't been with that all today. Tired. I took a nap, I got up, I feel a lot better now. Still a bit stopped up, but I did measure them, Snow White. I can't prove that I measured them, but I did. I thought I videotaped me measuring them. And actually I might have measured a few on video. But one of them was 16 and a half. One of them was 4 inches, I think, maybe 5, a little over 4 inches. And another one was around 10, something like that. But yeah, I didn't measure them. I also sit up there and I'm trying different things. I found a harmonica that I had, which I suck. I mean, I have no musical talents at all. But it's a noise that you can make. So I sat down, played it for about 20 minutes. Well, I kept seeing movement out of the corner of my eye over some thick stuff. And I turned on my camera, which I know I had it on this time. I turned it on and kept it over there while I played a little bit on the harmonica, ate some trail mix. Me and Bailey chilled out. And I kept the camera aimed over there where I saw the movement. And I caught movement a couple times out of my eye. Now, I can't tell you what it was or anything because I didn't hear it. It was just so thick up in there. If y'all know what a rambling rosy is, a wild rose bush, it was in behind it, but I walked over there later, and that's where I found all the tracks. And I found an interesting hanger that I have no idea how it got there, which is in the side of a kill box with another branch twisted around. Just that totally don't look natural to me. So maybe I might have got something. I haven't even reviewed it. Like I said, I got home and ate and took a nap. And no, I'm not going to play it. Everybody would leave. But yeah, I did move the camera. I set it over there on the porch. I'm just doing things a little bit at a time. I think they got used to me putting this light up and know that it's not nothing but the game camera I took down. So maybe if we get an active night, I can put my camera there and they might get brave enough to come up to it. Because you can be plumb out to here. I've been testing the range of it too. You can be plumb out here and it'll go off. It actually should be off now. It must still be in the range. Oh, I bet that fire's got it going off. Didn't think about that. But the other game camera's sitting over there on the porch. Or the one I took down. Alright, it's off. See how close I can get before it goes on. Which I've got the IR right there. So I'm probably 20 foot away now. I've got the IR pointed over toward the bushes over there. Because during one of the live streams, that's where we saw, looked like something peeking over there, but you couldn't tell because there was no light. I would like to get the light to aim over that way, but I'll have to move it down and on the other side of the pole. But I don't know, it might work right there. If I set my camera down, this will be the view with it on. So that ain't bad. If anything's there, it'll light it up. You can see the edge of the bushes. The deer skull's still up there on the, hanging in the tree where I hang it. Nothing's messed with it. I don't know, they probably heard a harmonica around here before they have a Native American flute. Chili. It must be 10. Yeah. No, he's eating pig's feet. Yeah, I think there's quite a few of them in here. I think anywhere from 6 to 8 in my local. The ones that come here often, but I don't know. There might be another tribe around here. Yeah, I think they ought to be moving tonight too because of the full moon, and we've got this cold front that came in. But right now, I mean, I was thinking about that today. Right now, it's got to be the leanest part of the winter. I seen a couple, like the red bud trees are starting to bud out a little bit. I've got them, where the spring flowers are, they're coming up. But I've seen evidence today where deer will eat twigs and bark and stuff like that. I've found another spot where deer, right now, they're starting to. We had a little bit of warm weather last week. It's actually warm for a few days, and that's probably why I'm a little bit cold. Yeah, we're actually about a month early on that warm weather. I mean, usually this is kind of uncharacteristic, and I hope that my fruit trees don't bud out, or the nut trees don't bud out. I didn't see nothing like that, but you never know. And then get a late freeze, which right now the freeze wouldn't be late. We'll probably get a bit of a frost tonight, I would think. Yeah, Chrissy, I think you was talking about that the last time I went live or something, maybe. But yeah, when they hit your house, you know it. There's no doubt. I mean, it sounds like a truck hit your house. Looks like I've got my fire going pretty good. It feels good. Hello, Sissy. Gary, I really don't know if they're more active during the full moon. You would think that they would be able to see better to hunt. And that's like what I was talking about earlier. Right now is the leanest time, so they're probably close to 100% on a meat diet right now. And right now, I also think might be their birthing seasons. I was talking about that earlier on the other videos, which I don't even know. I'll probably put the one up that way we can watch and see what that was moving over in the bush. But I mean, it was just like looking at this bush over here from far off, but a lot thicker. There's all kinds of those rambling rosies everywhere. And it could have been birds or something I was seeing move, but it looked like movement. I'll have to watch to see. But yeah, I've talked to a few people, and they think that right now is, depending on your area, is the birthing season. But I mean, there's definitely nothing to eat up there. You know, there's no mushrooms. There's old dry mushrooms and stuff like that. And who knows what type of mushrooms they can even handle. They probably eat some that we can't. I don't know. It looks like I've got rid of my wrenches too. Poking around in YouTube. Hello, Houston. It's hard to say what I did. I just hope the live chat post, because that'll really come in handy. Yeah, I'm sure they eat roots. I'm sure they're eating whatever they can right now, but you know, you have to have, and I'm sure they have to have greens in their diet too. I mean, even bears eat a lot of, you know, they don't eat a whole lot of meat. They eat more greens and veggie type foods or whatever. I mean, even dogs, you'll see them eating on grass. I'm sure boogers will eat on grass. I mean, just whatever they can get right now. This has to be the hardest time. There's hardly anything out there for them to eat. I guess they would probably eat roughage. I did see a log that I was checking out today because it kind of looked like from a distance maybe something big had been into it, but I believe it was a woodpecker because there was bird poop around it, so that's what I figured it was. It was on the ground, which is kind of weird, but I guess woodpeckers do that too. But I went back down to the ponds that I found. It's been a few years back I found those ponds. And I actually took my fishing pole down there before. I didn't catch anything. But I figured that would be a good place to look too. And it's just looking at it now, rather than like 6, 7 years ago, whenever it was I went the last time, had no idea boogers were real. You look at things totally different now. Like, oh, what could they use down here? Well, there's another pine thicket down there, and that's where I found a few of the structures and some of the tracks. And then there's all that thick rambling rosies, and it's kind of like a corral back in there that the deer have to go down certain routes. And there was some high breaks back in there, so I think it's definitely part of the Tall Man Trail. I didn't get to go as far as I wanted. I found another rock cliff, but it's I don't think it's big enough. I was clear across the mountain. I zoomed my camera in, and I need to start bringing my binoculars with me to look. Yeah, I've heard of. There's a guy, Ozark Mountain Sasquatch or Ozark Mountain Bigfoot. He's got a good channel. Y'all check him out. Anyway, he's got evidence of him eating bark and stuff. You know, I've heard other people talk about it, and I don't see why they wouldn't. Yeah, I think they do too, Tim. I think they do forage like that. And I've seen places that look like that. Of course, it could be a bear, but I didn't see any claw marks. Yeah, that's what I was thinking also, Grace. And especially if you go back in Snow White's, and that one that she had, I can't remember the timestamp, it's like 37 minutes or something. But she had the one strange vocal, and I think that was a female. It just sounded female to me. I think I just heard something. I'll stand between the fire and the phone, maybe get some of the noise out. I don't know about them being in labor or sounds like that. I mean, I just really don't know. There's hardly any. I've never seen a wild hog here. I've never seen one. Or signs of them, like signs of wild hogs rooting around or anything. And to be honest, I couldn't tell you the difference between a wild hog track and a deer track. I think they're both got hooves, because I've never seen wild hog tracks around here. I've never seen them. Excuse me, I got a cough and kind of congested too. But yeah, we don't have no hog problem. I kind of wish we did, because I like to eat bacon. Pork chops are good. And ham. Barbecued ribs. I like about anything that comes on a hog. And I'm sure boogers would too. Yeah, pig feet. A baby crying. I don't know, Matt. But like down south, like say you went down to Alabama, their birthing season might come a month before ours does here. And then I think their mating season comes around April or May around here. And then it goes, I think and this isn't just my opinion, it's just kind of what you get from the vocals. I mean, you can go back to some videos from April, and I think that but their mating season's in April and May. Like I said, I'll talk to other people about it, but we don't know for sure. It's just speculation. The creek's pretty quiet tonight. Hasn't rained in 2 days. We got a record going. Oh, well, no comment then. They said the Boggy Creek monster fried like a baby. What did they do? Give it the electric chair? I busted up some of this firewood. It didn't really need busting, but sometimes I can bust it up to get their attention. But it's really slowed down. I mean, this is kind of normal. It's not the they come by every 3 week deal that I thought it was before, but oh, Pam. Oh, cries. Okay. That makes more sense to him. You probably just got a little grease on your fingers there and mistyped or something. There's an orb. What's it? Oh, what's it? Ooh, 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 it's doing crazy things. I got mostly oak now. I started off with some pine branches. I got mostly oak in there now. It don't pop as bad as the pine. There's one wet piece in there from the last time. And there's your glasses on. Well, I guess I'm gonna try a call. Maybe get their attention, see what's going on. I gotta put my tea down. It's getting cold anyway. Yeah, let's see if we can stir it up. I'm gonna mute it so y'all ain't gotta hear it. I'm not so sure how good it's gonna be anyway. All stopped up like this. Good echo. I wonder what they would do with a Tarzan vocal. I might try that one night. It might work. It's something I never tried. I think they're on to all my vocals though. So I like to try new things. Like if I went down to the lake and did that vocal, I bet I'd get a response. The boogers down there ain't used to it like they are here. But here, if I do it, I might get their attention. No way, he's outside. Let's go watch him. Let's go watch that idiot talk to himself. How'd I bust your eardrums out? I put it on mute, didn't I? Plus, I warned you. Oh, I didn't. My bad. I didn't hit the mute till I got done, I thought. I wonder if that's some kind of crazy delay. Man, I'm getting nothing. Hello, Becky. Try a whoop. Oh, shooting at me. On the last one, I just did a whoop. I didn't hear a knock. Of course, my head stopped up. I can't really hear very good right now. I get you a pipe, buddy. That's all you need. You ain't got to inhale it. Just something to do. But I guess if you can go without anything, that'd probably be better. I tell you what, too, like a lot of people got that flu and got sick this year, and I've got a bit of a head cold right now, but just enough to be aggravating, really. But since I put the cigarettes down, I haven't been getting sick or anything as much. Good deal. You got some awesome stuff on your recorder. Yeah. Man, whenever I first quit, the place where I work is supposed to be non-smoking, but we had our office, and the guy I work with, he smokes, and then another guy would come back there and smoke. But anyway, I'd be sitting back in the office, and here they come in smoking and stuff, and that just make you want to smoke. And I did good for a while. Then I was like, man, this sucks. I started back. Then them turds quit. So now I guess we're all quit. So that's good. All right, I'm going to mute it and try another call. I don't know. I'm striking out here. I'm going to try the Tarzan call. So I'm definitely going to mute it. You've never tried one. Let me something. Yeah, I don't drink beer. I will every once in a while, but oh, smoking. Okay. Yeah, but stupid. You know, a lot of people start before they, while they're younger. I waited till I was 18. I thought, well, it's legal. I can smoke like an idiot. And I had friends that smoked. But I had also had a friend that said, man, that's stupid. Why are you going to start smoking? Da, 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 all this and that. Well, then this guy started smoking whenever he turned about 30, which is even dumber. You know, I can kind of see a kid doing it, but at 30, I mean, that's a bad time. I wouldn't suggest it to anybody. Man, it takes your air. I can feel a big difference in my air, like walking up a hill or whatever. I can do a lot more without running out of breath. Yeah. Well, I do too, Becky. I think I just heard something way off. I'm gonna do another call. Yeah, it helps your wallet too. Let me mute this. If they answer a Tarzan call, that's just gonna be crazy. Yeah, it's very hard to quit. I was definitely suggest y'all quit though. It's unbelievable the difference. I smoked, well, like I said, I started whenever I was 18. I quit whenever I was, say, 40. So that's 22 years, right? Am I doing my math right? So there's that. And yeah, I was smoking 2 packs a day. Be careful, sissy. Yeah, if you go a week, I mean you've got it whooped after a week. The first few days are definitely tough, and it seems like that's all you think about is a cigarette. At least it was for me. If Jane walks down here, it would be crazy. Yeah, hit a button here. Oh yeah, it adds up. I mean, you're talking about roughly $5 a pack, and say two packs a day. That's $10 in a week. That's 70. It really adds up. $1 a smoke? Good night. How in the heck are they that much? I guess they do. Well, you'll be saving a fortune then. Yep, I do too, Jenny. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, man, it's still a struggle. But that was helpful. New kayak. Basically, I saved enough to make a truck payment a month. A little bit under that, but come on, boogers. Well, guys, I'm gonna walk in. I'm gonna put the phone, leave the phone out here. I'm gonna walk in. I'll join you in there. I'm gonna get me some more tea. I need to plug this thing up though. God, I need to clean up this porch. I might work on hauling some of this stuff up to the barn. Put some of this paneling up in the barn. Build me a little room I can hunt out of the barn. Put that paneling up and get the wind off of me. I'll do one more call, go in, we'll see if anything happens. Give it a few minutes, but man, I'm just kind of striking out right now. I'm not hearing anything in the woods or nothing. Watch your ears. Give me a few minutes, guys. I gotta get on. I'm repairing on. Get some tea going. Bailey, you know he calls. just heard a thump. My cat's not out here. He's off prowling somewhere. Crap. I have to go back in. It won't let me give wrenches here. Hang on, let me go back in because I need to grab my night vision anyway. There's something glowing on the side of the hill. I'm thinking it's moon reflection. I don't even see it now. Hello? I wouldn't know, Matt. Last night it was cloudy here. I think last night was actually the full moon. It's waning now. Now I actually found my spotlight in a place that I had looked several times, but it was underneath something, which was in the back of my truck. I didn't hear I think the rocks you were talking about might have been the fire, and I didn't hear no growl, but it might have been whenever I was getting tea. But hopefully these comments will post underneath the video. it easier. I don't know. I'm kind of curious to see how that does. But I think tonight is a dud. Bailey, where's the boogers at? Bailey. She's tired. God, look how cluttered up that porch is. Well, they got like a new deal they never posted before. I would have to copy or paste them, or Sissy would do it for me. And to put them on there. Now, like this one, I've been going for, what, an hour and 4 minutes now. And it's hard to find stuff on there. Like, I never did find the last one I did. There's bird sounds. I did find the howls and stuff. I had to go check them out again, which was pretty wild. I think that might have been a hunt. Somebody's asking about the coyotes and Bigfoot's hunting with each other. I think that could be possible, but I think that the Bigfoots actually hunt and eat the coyotes too. What happened? Thank you, Patricia. It's not too bad, just like a stopped up head's all I got now. Hope it don't turn into anything worse. I probably shouldn't have went out today, but man, I just suck sitting around in the house all day, and it was kind of, it was cold but nice out. Hello, Sue. I went over to Uncle Bob's early this morning. I got up early today too. I keep having weird dreams. But I got up early today and then went over to Uncle Bob's about 10:30 or something like that, 11. It helped him out with some issues. There's lady. Now you've waited till I came back outside. So you ain't gonna get your wrench. Turd. Yeah. Hot peppers keeps the cold away. I've heard that before, but man, hot peppers just ruined my day. I used to love them, but now I can't hardly stand them. And I'll tell you why. Somebody gave me a pepper one time. I think it's a ghost pepper or something. And I ate that sucker, man, and it just ruined my whole day. I usually make tea out of yellow root, and that's good for your immune system too, but I haven't done that this year either. Yeah, man, them hot peppers like that. God. Now, like a hot banana pepper, that's not too bad. I mean, you start getting into the ghost peppers, that'll put a hurting on you. Yeah, I don't want to, why eat something like that? It might be good chopped up and mellowed out in something. I don't know. I ain't gonna try it. Some people like that stuff. It ruins my day. I think I'd rather pour gasoline in my mouth than light it on fire. I'm gonna try another call, guys. See if we get anything. Watch your ears. Now this thing's gonna act wacky. What the heck? What's this thing? Brown dwarf, I see where you like the papers. They just ruin my day. Yeah, banana papers I can handle. Man, that. I won't even eat the cayenne peppers. The jalapeno peppers, the ones that's pickled, I can handle them. They're pretty good. Ginger. No, right to him. Boogers are just terrible at cooperating. They never do what you want them to do. Oh yeah, you sweat. It's horrible. I mean, more power to you if you can handle that kind of stuff. But like I said, I used to eat hot peppers, but man, I won't even hardly grow hot banana peppers anymore. So this year, I'm not sure how much of a garden. I'm definitely gonna put out like a row of beans, and I'm gonna try corn again, see if I can keep the stupid crows out of it. Was that a knock? I may have just heard a knocking behind me. Quiet one. Yeah, I grow a garden every year, but if I do grow one, it's going to be in a different place because you're supposed to, once every 7 years, not growing, like skip a year of growing. So what I'm thinking about doing is putting out a row of beans somewhere where the deer won't get to them because deer love beans. Then maybe plant some tomato plants just around the house and stuff and let my garden go and hopefully keep it covered up and hopefully kill out some of the weeds because where the garden, when nobody tended to it for a few years after Papa passed, and well, after actually they moved into the other house, the weeds kind of took over, and I have been battling those things for friggin' 6 years now. Today, or this year, to make the 7th year I've been down here. So I'm gonna give them a break and just cover it up. I mean, that's just ridiculous that you have to fight that many weeds. I mean, these are like super weeds too. I've tried everything. Yeah, I love gardens too, but this one I've just been fighting. I'm gonna try to cover it up and kill out the weeds and everything. I'm tired of fighting the weeds. It's ridiculous, especially if you grow beans. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing the chickens this year. If I don't do the big garden, then maybe I'll have time to fourth the chickens. But I'm definitely thinking about it. And they've got them for sale down here at the Tractor Supply. They got them out already. So I've got a little one of the kids' swimming pools, and I've got a lamp and everything. I've got everything I need to do except for the food. So I'm thinking about putting them in that back bedroom until I get it remodeled. That way it'll keep them a bit out of the way. They're away from predators and stuff. Just raise them up until I can put them up there in the barn. I've got a stall cleared out. Man, my papa just hoarded everything. It's all piled up everywhere. I mean, if anybody had a piece of furniture or a spare milk jug, they would bring it down here, I believe. Everybody just saved it. I wonder what the boogers would do. I wonder if they would eat the chickens or get the eggs. But I've got a stall down there on the corner of my barn. I know you can't see it right now. I don't even know I'm showing it. But I've got it cleared out. I've got to build the boxes for it, which ain't a big deal. And I've got a top on it, so I know Papa used to raise chickens, turkeys, ducks. I'm thinking about getting some ducks too. But he used to raise all them, and he had problems with chicken hawks and owls at night getting the chickens. Really, they got in your chicken coop? See, that's what I'm worried about, a booger getting them. Now, I've heard people say, and I don't know, I can't say this is fact or anything, but I've heard that, like, they'll just take a couple at a time, you know what I mean, 1 or 2 at a time, and leave the rest like they think they're fooling you or something. Might not getting a bunch of them. Whereas, like if a fox or something gets in there, it'll get him quite a few of them to kill a bunch of them. But yeah, for a booger to get in that stall, it's going to have to manipulate a handle, which there's no doubt a booger can do. I'll have to check that out, Brandon Doors. Let me know when you. Well, I guess I might get a notification. But yeah, I'm going to try the chickens. I'm wanting to do other things. I'd love to get some horses down here. That'd be cool. I mean, I've got all this property. Got a big barn up there. And some hogs to eat on. I just heard a scream outside the holler. Hear that? Yeah, like weasels and stuff will get in there and kill them. Or foxes. I've heard foxes will get in them and kill every one of them. Of course, it might be one of them chupacabras down there where you live at, lady. Guys, I think I heard him. I think I heard a knocking behind me and then outside the holler pretty far off. So they might be headed this way. Maybe if they've got their bellies full, coming this way. Yeah, there's plenty of foxes, coons, possums, skunks here, hawks. I mean, there's wildcats, cougars, wolves, coyotes, whatever. Plenty of things that can eat the chickens. But I have heard, I've never tried to raise chickens on my own, but I've heard if you keep them in the coop, then they'll. I work evening shift, so I can't put them up every night. But I've heard that they go in their coop by themselves up the evenings if you raise them, start them off in there, which I'll be doing it in the house. So I don't know how it's gonna work out. Tractor Supply is kind of weird, which I guess they're, I'd probably find chickens somewhere else. But why in the world would you put chickens out in February? These are all babies, by the way. I mean, recently hatched chicks. They're not going to put up with no 30-degree weather. I know they got heat lamps and all that for them, but I've tried it a couple times. It's just too cold this time of year. I figured inside maybe it'll do better. hear thumping or knocking or something out there now. Can y'all hear that? Like thump, thump, thump. I know you heard that. Ooh. That was right up on the hill. It sounded like up around the human observation place. Tasmanian devils. Seem some crazy little fellers, ain't they? Man, they make some weird noises. Yeah, they do kind of sound like they slipped or something. Hello? Where you fellers been? Tim, I believe you'd eat anything. All right. You want some chicken? The light just came on. I moved in front of it. Maybe they'll see it. Figure out what's going on with that. I'm actually surprised that sensor is picking up over here. I got it aimed the other way. That was the fire. I can't tell. It looks like a shadow down there in the reeds. A python. Pythons aren't native to Australia, are they? It's probably somebody turned one loose or something, right? I did not know that, Matt. I learned something. I knew there was lots of snakes down there, but I didn't know a python was a native. Hey, buggers. Carpet python. I've never even heard of that species. Is that one that gets in your house and walks around on the carpet or something? I didn't hear a whistle, but I think what I'm going to do is end this stream. It's been going for about an hour and a half now. Not much has happened, but I'm going to end this one and start another one. And I'll stand out here for a little bit longer, then plug my phone up over here where we don't hear the creek as much. And start again. I'll go inside. We know how they get whenever I go inside. Because I do believe I've got at least one booger close now. I actually think I hear walking right now. Alright, let me end this one. I'll start another one up. I'm curious as to see if this one, if it saves the comments. But y'all come back. And thanks for joining this one.